Hello, Scouters, and friends, and thanks so much for listening in today and watching because we have breaking news to share with you about Camp Meriwether's 100th anniversary, the Centennial celebration. What we're going to have is we're going to have this awesome party, festivities, a celebration like crazy on Labor Day weekend next year. And with that, we need lots of help. So the breaking news is that registration is now open for volunteers to register for the celebration weekend, the big weekend of fun that we're going to have at Camp Meriwether. Now, what this means is you just head on over to cpcscouting.org/Meriwether100, and that will redirect you to the registration page for the celebration. And so for the actual volunteering for the celebration, the registration for the actual event will be up on Black Friday. So this is just for volunteers. We're going to need tons of volunteers because we are going to have so much fun that weekend, and it's going to be a lot of work. But what you'll see there on the registration page are a couple of things to really note when you're headed there. Is that we are going to ask really tons of people to volunteer, and there are a lot of people who have already asked to volunteer. I mean, we're talking camp staff, we're talking people from all over the United States, we're talking about alumni, we're talking about current members, and anyway, so lots of folks are interested in this, and which is good because we need a lot of volunteers. Now, that said, is you're going to fill out the form, and you're going to kind of pick out things that you'd like to do or to help out with, and maybe some skills you have and things of that nature. Then the team, we've got a whole team of volunteers and staff and whatnot. They're going to go through the list and figure out how many bodies, how many people they need in all of these pieces that we're going to need help with. Like, we're talking traffic and food and logistics and program, all that kind of good stuff. They're then going to pick out their team, and then we will notify people who have been chosen on November 15th. You'll be notified whether or not you got chosen to be on a team. And so no offense to those who don't make it on a team. It's nothing against you or anything like that. There's just going to be a lot of people that are interested in this opportunity. You'll also notice on that page at cpcscouting.org/Meriwether100 is that there are a couple of caveats. So if you're chosen, you'll have the opportunity to shall we say, donate $100 to the CPC Scouting. And the reason is because it's a little registration fee because that really helps us pay for the amazing food that Angie and her team at Camp Meriwether will make for us. You'll also notice that you'll have to be a member, a registered member of Scouting America. And the reason is because you'll have a background check that has to get approved. You'll do youth protection training, things like that. It's the same thing we do with camp staff, summer camp staff. So we're basically doing that same kind of process, and the reason is because we will have kids at the property on that day, that weekend. So we have to have you go through that process. So a little bit of process there. Also, you'll notice that we'll be camping. All of us volunteers and staffers, we're all going to be camping over at Camp Clark, staying in mini Dacks, the mini Adirondacks. If you haven't seen those, go to cpcscouting.org/Camp Clark, and you can actually see the mini Adirondacks there. And we'll stay in those, or you can stay in a tent. RVs won't be allowed without Ranger Steve's approval because we just don't have room for that. And you'll have to stay for the whole weekend. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be a lot of fun. The $100 also is going to give you some swag. I can't tell you what it's going to be yet because that's going to be a fun surprise, but it'll be worth it. It'll be super awesome. As a matter of fact, I just happen to be wearing my Camp Meriwether t-shirt from the summer. Check it out. Pretty cool, huh? So it might be something like this. I don't know. We'll let you know. So anyway, lots of exciting things. There's so many activities that are going to happen that weekend. Again, go to cpcscouting.org/Meriwether100 to register for this. We will notify you on November 15th if you're chosen to be on one of the teams. And we just want to thank you so much for volunteering and registering to volunteer. It's really, really awesome. There are people all over the country who are interested in this opportunity. And so anyway, we're really, really thankful and grateful to all of you who are interested in this. And also want to let everybody know that on Black Friday, that's when we are going to open the actual event registration for guests who just want to come for the day or the weekend, camp at Camp Meriwether, things of that nature. And so that's going to open at noon on Black Friday. And so anyway, just so you know that, so you don't have to call the office asking, when do we actually get to register for the real event? That's what's going to happen. So That's it. Just want to let you know this breaking news. I probably should have had a sounder at the beginning of this, kind of a dee 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 or some flashy, news update, breaking news effects or something like that. But I'm not quite that fancy yet. So anyway, thanks so much for watching and listening, and we cannot wait to have you join us for the Centennial celebration of Camp Meriwether. Thanks so much. Again, go to cpcscouting.org/Meriwether100 to register to volunteer today.